Imagine this. You pick up the phone, frustrated about a service that went wrong. You want it fixed, but how do you make sure your complaint is actually heard and acted on? Today, we'll explore the art of making a complaint on the phone. Here, the key, always speak to the right person, not just anyone. Stay calm and professional, separate the problem from the person. Be firm but polite. Make your problem clear. Give details, names, times, places, anything that helps. Then, state exactly what you want to happen. Finally, don't hang up without asking when you can expect results or feedback. Follow these steps, and your complaint won't just be noise. It will get results. Now it's time for the listening practice. Andrea King is phoning Alpine Executive Events to make a complaint. Listen and match the following strategies to the corresponding sentences from the telephone conversation.
Alpine Executive Events Limited, London. Pretty Makesh speaking. How can I help you?
Good morning. My name is Andrea King. I'm the HR manager for Carabella Hotels. Could I speak to your supervisor, please?
Can I ask what it's regarding?
I need to make a complaint.
I'll just put you through to Mr. Mendip. One moment, please.
Good morning, Miss King. How can I help?
Good morning. Could you tell me your name and position, please?
Of course, my name's George Mendip and I'm responsible for customer relations.
Thank you, Mr. Mendip. I'll just make a note of that. I hope you can help me. I'm currently attending your team-building training course in Wales with a team of our managers.
The Big T course, very popular.
Well, I'm afraid I'm not satisfied with the performance of your trainer, David Llewellyn.
Oh dear. What seems to be the problem?
He's very unhelpful and doesn't explain himself properly.
How do you mean?
Well, he talks extremely fast and makes all the instructions very complicated.
How do you mean?
Well, he talks extremely fast and makes all the instructions very complicated. And if you ask him a question, he just says he's already explained it. I tried to talk to him about the problem, but he didn't take me seriously at all. The situation is entirely unsatisfactory.
I see. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm not sure what I can do.
I'd like you to telephone Mr. Llewellyn immediately and explain that we want much clearer explanations and support for tomorrow's tasks.
Well, okay, I could give him a ring.
And could you let me know when you have spoken to him, please?
Yes, I will.
When will you get back to me? Do you have my number?
I think so. Yes, I do. I'll get back to you by the end of today.
Many thanks. I really appreciate your help on this.
Not at all.
Let's check the suggested answers. Let's move to the speaking practice. Unscramble the words to form sentences to use when making a complaint. Let's check the suggested answers. Let's move to the next speaking practice. Underline adjectives that might be useful for making a complaint and describing a product service. Let's check the suggested answers. Let's move to the next speaking practice. Rank these adverbs according to how forceful they make a complaint. Let's check the suggested answers. Let's move to the next speaking practice. Using the prompts, make complaints and set out your expectations as to how each problem can be resolved. Follow the example. Let's check the suggested answers. Let's move to the next speaking practice. It's very important that you remain calm when making a complaint. Do not blame the person you are speaking to. Listen to the following speakers and decide whether their complaints are phrased appropriately or inappropriately.
1. I need to make a complaint about the latest sales figures because they are somewhat disappointing. I'd like you to concentrate your efforts on improving them over the next quarter.
2. There seem to be some concerns regarding the latest delivery, which was extremely delayed. Why is this? Whose fault is it? I want you to get to the bottom of it and tell me who I should shout at.
3. I'm afraid I'm not at all happy about the budget for the new project, which is unsatisfactory. Please could you revise it ASAP? 4.
There appears to be a problem with the account system, which is extremely disappointing. Now, you were the one who installed it, so I'm holding you personally responsible for this. Sort it out.
5.
I'm not satisfied with the new catering company because the food was disgusting. I just can't believe that you hired them. What were you thinking? It was so embarrassing in front of our clients.
Let's check the suggested answers. Let's move to the next speaking practice. Listen to the complaints, now phrased appropriately, and repeat them.
1.
I need to make a complaint about the latest sales figures because they are somewhat disappointing. I'd like you to concentrate your efforts on improving them over the next quarter.
2.
There seem to be some concerns regarding the latest delivery, which was extremely delayed. Please could you ensure that it's prompt next time?
3. I'm afraid I'm not at all happy about the budget for the new project, which is unsatisfactory. Please could you revise it ASAP? 4.
There appears to be a problem with the account system, which is extremely disappointing. I'd like you to see that it's fixed by first thing tomorrow.
5.
I'm afraid that I'm not satisfied with the new catering company because their food was entirely unsuitable. I'd like you to source some alternative suppliers by the start of next week.
Let's move to the next speaking practice. You are the CEO of a small firm, Rickmans & Co., and you have been badly let down by your IT support company, Letterman's International, so you telephone to complain. First, read about the problem and your proposed solution. Tihen, play the audio CD to start. When you hear the beep, pause and respond.
Hello, Letterman's International. How can I help you? Can I ask what it's regarding? Please hold the line and I'll connect you.
Hello, customer relations. I'm Janet Green and I'm customer relations manager. I hope so too. What can I do for you today? I'm very sorry to hear that. What can we do to improve the situation? That sounds perfectly reasonable. I'll have a word with our training manager today and set up a time for him to return to the offices. Of course. By tomorrow morning at the latest. Not at all. We'll get this fixed as soon as we can.
Let's check the suggested answers. And that brings us to the end of today's lesson. Remember, when making a complaint on the phone, it's not about anger, it's about action. Speak to the right person, stay calm, explain the problem clearly, and state exactly what outcome you expect. Always confirm when you can expect feedback. If you keep these points in mind, your complaint becomes not just a complaint, but a professional conversation that gets results. Practice these steps, and you'll be ready to handle difficult calls with confidence and clarity.